Well, good morning, guests. Before I proceed with further introductions, I would like to introduce a few members of the board who are here today and ask them to stand and be acknowledged. Trustee Vijay Kaushik, Vice Chair of the board. Trustee John Bacchus. And seated in the audience somewhere, oh, there she is, Trustee Bita Amani. And student trustee Jesus Terrazas. Thank you so much. I will now ask Reverend Dr. Shane B. Scott, Senior Pastor of Macedonia Baptist Church, to join me at the podium to give the invocation.
Let us pray. But let justice run down like water, and righteousness like a mighty stream. God, we thank you for this day. We thank you for this blessed privilege to be able to gather to celebrate the good of the land and not to dwell on the bad. God, we thank you for the work of this Charles Drew Medical School. We thank you for its leader, Dr. Carlisle. We thank you for his staff, administration. We thank you, God, for the students. Now, God, bless this day. Bless all that our ears shall hear and our eyes shall see. Thank you for progress. Thank you for the opening of additional facilities. God, let your peace and presence consistently reign on this campus. In your son's name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Pastor Scott. Very touching and beautiful prayer. I now want to introduce Ms. Mercedes Humsky, who will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Thank you, Chair Killian. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, and with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Failed to mention that Mercedes is the president of the Charles Drew Student Government and a student in the College of Science and Health Biomedical Sciences program. I don't know how I could have overlooked that, and I apologize, but we don't have just anybody giving the Pledge of Allegiance. It's now my distinct pleasure and honor to present to you the President and Chief Executive Officer of Charles R. Drew University of Medicine and Science, Dr. David M. Carlisle. David, tell us about the great work you're doing.
Well, thank you, Chair Quillian, and good morning, everyone. I want to welcome you on behalf of everyone at the university, our trustees, our administrative staff, our students, faculty, alumni, everyone associated with the university. And especially welcome to the beginning of the fall semester. Especially, this is our 57th year at the university. As we gather today on this vibrant campus, rooted in South Los Angeles, I am reminded of our humble beginnings. From the day Charles R. Drew Postgraduate Medical School was chartered, we've grown from a mere vision in the hearts of our founders to a beacon of education, equity, opportunity, and hope that can be seen far and wide. This year, our theme is CDU at a Crossroads. Our institution stands at an exciting juncture where our storied history meets our noble ambitions. We've been propelled here by our successes, a dedication to our mission, and the type of resounding fortitude that can only be found in a group of people who know they are working towards something bigger than all of them, a world without health disparities. Charles R. Drew University has always been more than just a place of learning. It is a community, a family that believes in lifting each other up. We've faced storms, overcome hurdles, and with every challenge, we've emerged stronger. Every year, every milestone has been a testament to our collective determination and commitment. Let us today celebrate our progress, appreciate our present, and together, with optimism, look forward to the promising paths that lie before us. First of all, however, let me acknowledge some of the attendees here with me and who have joined us in the audience. These are special guests for us, and I first want to recognize the Mayor of the City of Compton, Emma Sharif. I also want to recognize Avis Ridley Thomas, who is here with us. And many others who are with us, too many to name. Thank you. Thank you for being here. At moments like these, it's appropriate to reflect on some of the bigger forces outside of this institution that shape the year and the environment in which we now operate. As with many sectors in our society, higher education has undergone a seismic shift in a post-COVID pandemic world. Nationwide, as well as at CDU, we've seen enrollment numbers fall. It's an indication of the uncertainty and broader socioeconomic impacts of the pandemic. Families and potential students continue to grapple with the weight of affording higher education because of it. And then there is the recent Supreme Court decision on affirmative action. For many, this has fundamentally altered the pathway to diversity, equality, equity, and opportunity in higher education. Of course, it's an environment that we here in California have operated in since the passage of Proposition 209, but now its weight lies heavily across the entire nation. What does this mean to CDU? As the nation grapples with this change, CDU is a model for universities looking to embrace diversity. Our mission and values prioritize a rich tapestry of experiences and perspectives. We've remained one of the very most diverse universities based on student and faculty composition, ranked number 2 in the nation on both. For students seeking a genuinely inclusive environment in which to learn, as they prepare for or enhance their careers in healthcare, our doors are and always will be wide open. Our community, South Los Angeles, has always faced real challenges. As for many in such communities, access to quality higher education has historically been a hard battle. Today's economic environment and other prevailing circumstances risk exacerbating this, of course. But let us not forget, challenges and adversity aren't new to us at Charles R. Drew University of Medicine and Science. We have demonstrated our resolve and our adeptness at pivoting and adapting at these crossroads while remaining laser focused on achieving our mission. This is again another chance for us to lead the way by providing support, inspiration, and opportunity for our students and our residents of South Los Angeles in every way that we can. So when we speak of CDU at a crossroads, it signifies more than just a metaphorical intersection. It's a profound moment of introspection and redefinition. Standing at this juncture, the question isn't about which road we should take, but how do we pave the way forward for others to follow? What does it take to head in the right direction and hold true to our compass at times like these? It takes the mighty lion's spirit. This year, like so many before, has proven that the spirit is imbued across the entire CDU community. No segment of this great community is more important, inspiring, and essential to our mission than our students. And students, if you are here, there are many of you, Can you just please stand and be acknowledged, CDU students? And I shouldn't forget to mention our CDU alumni as well. We have many alumni with us as well. In fact, if you're a CDU alum, please also stand and be recognized. Each of these individuals found CDU after traversing their own crossroads, and I'm proud to have our university play a role in their life journeys. For example, take Alexandra Lokes, a student in the College of Science and Health Physician Assistant Program. She just graduated this year. Alexandra is the embodiment of resilience and advocacy. Her early experiences highlighted glaring healthcare disparities, and her years as an EMT only intensified her drive for change. At CDU's PA program, she found not only an institution mirroring her values, but also a platform to amplify her voice. Serving as a co-president of the Social Justice Society at CDU, Alexandra actively bridged healthcare gaps in our community and is poised to make a profound impact in addressing healthcare disparities as a physician assistant. From the Philippines to Bakersfield and across multiple continents, Edwin Carbajag's journey in nursing spans both miles and milestones. Graduating from CDU first in 2016, he just earned his doctorate in nursing practice this year. His extensive experience ranges from being an ER nurse to primary care. For Edwin, nursing is more than a profession. It is a limitless passion rooted deeply within him, guiding his aspiration to learn broadly, serve generously, and lead courageously. He's eager to harness the university's wealth of knowledge to serve Kern County's diverse and often underserved communities. With dreams of founding his own healthcare business, Edwin's trajectory promises continued dedication to compassionate care. There's Dr. Allison Leggett, and her journey to CDU is a testament to the transformational power of purpose. After a pivotal injury, Allison was drawn to preventive medicine, seeing firsthand the impact of social and environmental factors on health. Her deep connection to South Los Angeles made CDU the ideal place for her, describing it as a family rooted deeply in its community. And now she's a proud graduate of the CDU UCLA Medical Education Program and a former student trustee. Dr. Ashanti Carter, an alumnus of the College of Science and Health, has a storied history with CDU. From her deep exploration into the social determinants of health to hands-on experiences teaching incarcerated youth, she's just made her return to CDU from Washington, D.C. this May, and is now the director of Community College Partnerships. Ashanti is intent on enhancing enrollment and championing the needs of transfer students. She credits CDU for laying a solid foundation that propelled her career and has enabled her to grow personally and professionally. Dr. Adrienne Mims, somebody I've known since medical school, a proud alumna of the Family Medicine Residency Program, was grounded by her early experiences in a segregated Washington, D.C. community where she observed firsthand stark disparities in healthcare accessibility. At CDU, she found a supportive environment amidst the AIDS epidemic, treasuring the depth of learning and camaraderie. And now she is the Chief Medical Officer at Rainmaker Strategic Solutions, known for its involvement in key healthcare quality improvement initiatives on health equity and patient advocacy. These are just a few of the many current and former students. These are just a few of the many former and current students who carry CDU experience with them and give our institution its high reputation. You can see it everywhere. It's in the CDU students, for example, Nonye Ekiani and Daniel Cordova, who are selected to complete clinical rotations with the Los Angeles Rams and Los Angeles Chargers, respectively, as part of the NFL's ongoing Diversity in Sports Medicine Pipeline Initiative. You can see it spark. You can see that spark in our new student government president, Mercedes Humsky. and CDU's newest student trustee, Jesus Terrazas. And obviously, they represent key roles at our university in terms of leadership. The successes of our students are a direct reflection of the dedication and mentorship provided by our esteemed faculty. We have no shortage of talented professors who are deeply committed, as well as our instructors here. This last year, the offices of the Provost and the Academic Senate hosted our 10th annual CDU Faculty Awards Ceremony to honor faculty who play an important role in advancing the university's mission. We recognize Dr. Arthur W. Fleming, Department of Surgery, Professor Emeritus, and Dr. Glenda Lindsay, Assistant Dean of the Medical Education Program, for their service. And I'll just say Dr. Lindsay played a significant role in the development of the curriculum for our new medical school. We also recognize Jennifer Comini. She's an assistant professor in the PA program. For her outstanding teaching, Dr. Sharzad Bazargan, professor in the Department of Psychiatry, for her contribution to our research, as well as Dr. Ella B. Washington, professor of surgery, for his superlative clinical education. We also presented the Outstanding Professor Award to Dr. Mohsen Bazargan. Dr. Bazargan is, in addition to being an esteemed researcher, vice chair of our Department of Family Medicine, and is a former member of our Board of Trustees. These individual faculty members are shining examples of excellence in education, and they join decades' worth of awardees who stand among them as testaments to the unwavering dedication, innovation, and passion that our faculty bring to CDU each and every day. Ultimately, that mighty lion spirit extends beyond our faculty to our talented staff and administrators. For the second year, CDU Staff Council recognized a select group from the university as Women of Distinction Award recipients. The first name here has already been introduced to you, and that is Dr. Bita Amani. Dr. Amani is an associate professor in the Department of Urban Public Health. Another name, known to many of you, is Kathleen Arakaki. Chief of Staff at the university. There's also Claudia Ramirez. Claudia is the help desk manager for our IT department. There is also the university registrar, Raquel Munoz. So these individuals received this award in 2023 for their outstanding leadership and poised conduct throughout the university. There was also a litany of earned accolades and achievements by our staff and faculty that reflected well on our university and moved the needle closer to our institutional goals. For example, a team of CDU faculty and researchers was selected to present their abstract on trends in the racial and ethnic disparity of metabolic-associated fatty liver disease. I know that's a long title. At ENDO, a leading annual conference on the latest developments in hormone science and medicine. There was a staff member, Thelma McClinton. She was just a recipient of the Bridge Builders Award from It's Bigger Than Us at the recent 4th annual Back to School Festival in South Los Angeles at my almost alma mater, Crenshaw High School. Thelma was recognized for her work in engaging in COVID-19 mitigation outreach through the CDU Kedron Street Medicine Program, where she is the program coordinator. Then there's Dr. Deborah Prothero-Stith. Deborah is Dean of the CDU College of Medicine, was among 200 black women who were honored at the Massachusetts State House for their contributions and stewardship of the city of Boston. There's Dr. Lisa Barkley, who is chair of our Department of Family Medicine. She was a speaker at the Pac-12 Health Equity Summit earlier this year on the delivery of athletic health care through the lens of diversity, equity, and inclusion. We also have Dr. Andrew Lamb, Director of the CDU Simulation Center, and a valued faculty member who was recently recognized by the California State Legislature for his contribution to clinical simulation and higher education. There are Professors Attila Dillard, who is an Assistant Director of Simulation for the College of Nursing, and Sharon Cobb. Together, they received the Best Poster Award selection from over 220 abstracts submitted to the Research Centers and Minority Institutions Consortium National Conference from the NIH. We are indeed fortunate to have such excellent and thought-leading professionals on our CDU team. In fact, when talking about excellent thought-leading professionals, I must also mention Dr. Mildred Garcia. Dr. Garcia is a former member of CDU's Board of Counselors, and she was just appointed Chancellor of the California State University System, the nation's largest and most diverse four-year university system. Dr. Garcia is the first Latina appointed to oversee the 23-campus system. Congratulations, Dr. Garcia, on this career milestone. This year, CDU once again received significant validations for our programs and colleges. Our Mervyn Dimely College of Nursing was distinguished by the U.S. News & World Report as one of the nation's best nursing schools, achieving a commendable rank of number 82 among the master's degree programs in the United States. Congratulations, Dean Washington. Further emphasizing our leadership in science and diversity, the Biomedical Sciences Enrichment Program was honored with 2023 Inspiring Programs in STEM Award by Inside Magazine into Diversity. Highlighting the impact of our education and its potential for economic mobility, PayScale's College Salary Report recognized CDU among the top colleges in the country for graduates' earning potential, surpassing many much more renowned institutions. This highlights how we provide economic mobility and opportunities for our students, devoting their lives and careers to a higher purpose. In a year emblematic of CDU standing at a crossroads of global collaborations, our university became a nexus for international dialogue and action. We were honored by visits from dignitaries such as Alejandro Garcia del Toro from the Embassy of Cuba and representatives from nations such as the Dominican Republic, Malawi, Honduras, and Venezuela, furthering our commitment to worldwide education. This was indeed highlighted by the university's work beyond our borders, thanks to the work of CDU's Office of International Affairs under its director, Dr. Lejeune Lockett. CDU students, faculty, and staff members visited the country of Zambia to support the delivery of HIV services and psychosocial support to adolescent girls and young women in that southern African country. CDU students also traveled to Cuba and the Dominican Republic, where they partnered with Light a Candle Foundation, Fundación Enciende Una Luz, to provide medical services to local communities in need. Virtually, CDU hosted and led an important discussion on gun violence at a time when hope for the solution to the public a solution to this public health issue remains elusive. The President's breakfast this year included remarks from California Attorney General Rob Bonta and insights from a range of thought leaders, including music legend Chuck D. In a year that continues to see heinous acts of gun violence across the country, here in Los Angeles, and of course, just this weekend in Jacksonville, Florida, CDU is taking action toward keeping our campus safe. This included ongoing active shooter training and strengthening of our partnerships with the FBI and the Office of Homeland Security. On the topic of safety, the year also saw the end of the COVID-19 protocols that we utilized to keep our campus and community as safe as possible during the pandemic. The success of that program took everyone's buy-in, plus the tireless work of testing staff that held their post throughout the epidemic. As a result, we set an example and have a remarkably low number of COVID-19 infections on our campus. CDU continues to monitor trends in the ongoing pandemic as we speak. Moving on, our research enterprise continues to build its legacy. Bolstered by our partnership with Novartis under the Beacon of Hope initiative, we're building a clinical trials center of excellence with a committed support of $5.7 million over a decade. This initiative, now also backed by pharmaceutical giants such as Merck and Sanofi, is streamlining clinical trials, ensuring that they are more inclusive, and directly involving communities such as ours in those clinical trials. Additionally, the American Cancer Society granted our Cancer Research and Training Division a substantial $2.7 million grant for the Diversity in Cancer Research Program. This funding supports master-level students, postdoctoral fellows, clinical research scientists, and early-stage investigators at CDU. By investing in researchers from underrepresented groups and communities, CDU and the American Cancer Society aim to increase diversity in cancer research and reduce health disparities. Beyond our progress and successes on the research front, CDU also undertook a subtle yet important change. You may have heard me already refer to, and the board chair as well, the Mervyn M. Dimely College of Nursing. This name change, which we will be recognizing in a ceremony that you are all invited to after this address, acknowledges the growth and importance of our nursing programs. The college has flourished under its new dean, Dr. Gail Washington, who took on this important role just last July. In fact, the College of Nursing just graduated its first cohort of doctoral students, the DNP program, Doctor of Nursing Practice, when they crossed the stage at our recent commencement ceremony back in June. Speaking of doctoral students, perhaps the biggest event, indeed one of the most significant events in our entire history, was our preliminary accreditation by the Liaison Committee on Medical Education, the LCME, to launch our own 4-year MD degree program. We are now calling this the School of Medicine at Charles R. Drew, University of Medicine and Science, but we're open to anyone suggesting name changes in a meaningful way. This new program is the first and only such program offered through a historically black institution west of the Mississippi River, and represents the culmination of a dream held by CDU's founders, the surrounding community, and all the university's subsequent leaders, staff, and faculty since before we became incorporated in 1966. In fact, we welcomed our first cohort of 60 medical students into the new medical school this summer. And many of you were at the white coat ceremony where that occurred. There were about 1,000 attendees, and it was a very impressive ceremony. In fact, if you're curious, I know the medical students are in the Cobb building off the lobby. You can probably walk through and peek in the door. Don't disturb them because I think they're taking a quiz, right, Dean? Yeah, okay, anatomy quiz. But they're there, their very first test in medical school. So we look forward to preparing these future physicians to make a difference in their communities, indeed, in our community. On a related note, this is followed by the news that CDU was granted unanimous approval by the County Board of Supervisors on a ground lease agreement on the parcel of land adjacent to the CDU campus, right over there. That is where the new state-of-the-art health professions education building will be housed. It'll also contain a state-of-the-art stimulation center that will serve our entire campus. So this is going to be the home of our medical school and many other programs. So how do we not just start down the right path at this crossroad, but instead firmly stride with confidence? The answer is together, of course, with our many partners. We're both humbled and inspired by the support provided to our university. There is no better example of this than the CDU Rising campaign. This ambitious but attainable campaign to fuel our vision and mission entered its public phase this year, has seen countless individuals make contributions along with organizations of varying amounts. The campaign has three overarching goals. One, investing in student success. Two, growing the university's support for faculty and general operations. And three, the construction of the health professions education building. The program launched with a 5-year goal of raising $75 million. Thanks to many of you, this goal has already been achieved more than 2 years ahead of schedule. And although not in the script, I just want to recognize the staff of our Advancement and Development Program, Senior Vice President Angela Minifield, and everyone else from that program. They are basically all around us. So we have another 2 years to go, so we've increased our goal to $95 million. Beyond CDU Rising, we were bolstered by generous partnerships and support during the year. Grifols, for example, made a significant gift of $150,000, furthering our commitment to address health disparities and inspire underserved youth in South Los Angeles to pursue healthcare careers. We also marked a significant moment with the Chan Zuckerberg Initiative, securing an alliance that brings $11.5 million to CDU as part of a broader $46 million commitment to historically black medical colleges. This partnership promises to bridge the gap in genomics research and enhance precision health and specifically funds at CDU the opening of a master's degree program in genetic counseling at our university in 2025. Furthermore, the Alpha Kappa Alpha sororities Omega Delta Omega chapter, along with the Tau Tau chapter of Omega Psi Phi, underscore their support for our mission with heartfelt donations. We were also honored with a $3.4 million award from the California Department of Healthcare Access and Information, which will empower a new generation of diverse healthcare professionals. CDU also has a great partner in HRSA as well, the Health Resources and Services Administration of the federal government. CDU has been awarded a range of grants from HRSA. One of the amounts supported our efforts to increase the number of underserved, underrepresented students from economically, educationally, and environmentally disadvantaged backgrounds who enroll full-time in our 2-year entry-level master's degree program in nursing. That amount was $650,000. HRSA also provided a $1.4 million grant to support the CDU Bachelor of Science program in public health and the MPH programs as well, with funds to support 60% of the tuition costs per year for our students. And it didn't stop there. CDU was visited by HRSA Administrator Carol Johnson to announce a 5-year, $2.5 million grant for the university in support of integrating mental health care into primary care training. And perhaps the most validating and inspiring support came from the citizens of the city of Los Angeles, who voted to award CDU approximately $1.1 million to support the operation of our Kedron Mobile Street Medicine program. The funding was determined following a community-wide voting period where area residents were invited to review and vote on various proposals under consideration. So it really bears the stamp of the community we serve. We not only appreciate the support from the community, we also do our best to give that support back. Programs like Drew Cares, which fights the HIV/AIDS epidemic by studying the behavioral and clinical aspects of prevention and treatment, operate with community's best interest and health in mind. The aforementioned CDU Kedron Mobile Street Medicine Program, under the leadership of our three hero co-directors, Dr. Cynthia Davis, Dr. Alexander Rogers, and I'll just emphasize, and new LA County Medical Association President, Dr. Jerry Abraham, one pause. This is what I call the sound of healthcare, and we hear it all the time. So these programs include screenings, vaccinations, preventive care, and they work directly in the neighborhoods that we serve. We're especially proud of the impact of our Saturday Science Academy, too. This program, led by Dr. Dulce Kerma, director of the pipeline programs on her team, exposes pre-K through 12th grade students to fun and engaging science material in an effort to motivate them to move into the healthcare field after graduating. The point of these programs is to motivate young people to pursue with confidence opportunities in healthcare and the health professions. We're not just part of the community, we're in the community, and that is a role we take very seriously. There were, of course, somber moments during the past year. We had to say goodbye to some important people in CDU's history. CDU saw the loss of former Board of Trustee member Dr. Robert Tranquada, who was a trustee emeritus and founding member of our board. We also, of course, lost Dr. Wilbert Jordan, founder and director of the Oasis Clinic and CDU professor emeritus, who is known around the world as a paragon of action, leadership, and compassion around the AIDS epidemic. I would also be remiss in failing to acknowledge the recent passing of Mr. Arturo Ibarra, who just a few years ago received an honorary doctorate degree from the university and who was a board member of the CDU Foundation. He served our community with utmost pride as a resident of Watts. We also lost Jerry Weissman, executive director of the Executive Service Corps and an instrumental consultant leading the transformation and turnaround of this university. We mourn that we must face the crossroads ahead without the guidance of these wonderful individuals, but we also celebrate their lives lived in the service of a greater good. We will always carry their wisdom forward with us in our hearts. So what is on the horizon for Charles R. Drew University? We've navigated crossroads before, each time guided by a deeply ingrained sense of mission. We've plotted a course for growth, and at every intersection, we've made choices that honor both our dreams and our realities. We're doing it again right now. What about the land across 118th Street? That vacant schoolyard holds our future. A vision of greatly needed student housing coupled with spaces that will elevate and serve our neighborhood. Together with Health Professions Education Building, this will affirm Watts Willowbrook Compton as a flourishing nexus of healthcare innovation, education, brilliance, and most importantly, community service. Our future holds growing and adding programs to CDU's offerings, helping dedicated students start or accelerate their careers while keeping the signature qualities and our focus on the student experience and a commitment to serve the community that have driven our success for more than 5 years. Our North Star, to quote Dr. Charles Richard Drew, excellence. And you see it on the sign right at the front of our entrance. Excellence in our students, our programs, and our entire university, and excellence for our community. We're not just planning for the next semester, we're shaping the next era of healthcare. The steps we take now will resonate through generations. Yes, generations. Let that word echo, generations. At this pivotal crossroads, let us remember every step we take, even the challenging ones, moves us closer to fulfilling our vision of a world without health disparities. That's the magnet that first drew us together. That's the backbone of our strength and our guiding star. That is the roar of our CDU Mighty Lions. Thank you, everyone. I now want to recognize two other distinguished guests. We have Hamilton Cloud from Congresswoman Maxine Waters' office. And Nita Patel from Senator Steve Bradford's office. Thank you for being here. And from the office of Supervisor Holly Mitchell, who was, of course, our keynote speaker at the White Coat ceremony, we have Lily Sofiani. Lily, thank you. Okay, well, I'd like to say that I am inviting you all to get out of this heat, but we're going to walk across an even hotter environment where there's no shade and go to the lobby of the Mervyn M. Dimely College of Nursing, where we'll have a ceremony to celebrate the official renaming of the school to a college. Thank you all for being here today.